And we're live. See how that works? See, I'm getting all this technical stuff down. Look at all our commenters already over in the chat. Hey, welcome everyone. Oh my gosh, you can see my messy table full of stuff. Oh my goodness. Scoot over this way a little more. Hide that. That wasn't supposed to show.
I can't. I can't.
So just to clarify what we're doing here today, we're actually streaming live to Jordan's TikTok. Is it called a channel?
Yes, yeah.
It's called a TikTok channel, as well as here and on. But oh my gosh, I didn't realize that table was in the scene. I really should have cleaned that up. Oh wait, it's just me. It's just me, guys. So yes, we are not doing a live sale today, and I will tell you why. There's a couple of reasons, actually. Number one, Carrie is out of town this week and doesn't come back until next Tuesday. And we are still behind on shipping and responding to emails and all of that stuff. So I want to apologize. We've got almost everybody's shipments out, but if you are still expecting something from me, we're a little behind because Jordan's here this week. And I wanted to spend the time with Jordan as opposed to being out in the garage doing shipping while Carrie's away. So I hope you will show me a little grace on that. And we will get everything out as quickly as possible next week. So in order to not get further backlogged, I decided no live sale today. And also live sales, I'm on here for like 3 hours and only wanted to make this about an hour today. And then we are heading out to go have some fun. We're going to go check out Area 15. Is anybody in my chat in Las Vegas or had visited Las Vegas and has gone to Area 15 that can give us some tips for when we go do that? Because I've never been. And I'm a little nervous about like going to places I've never been. I get a little anxiety about that, not knowing what to expect. So there is that.
I did Google it and saw that there were like sub things you can do in the big Area 15. So there's like a underground like wine bar thing that looks really cool that I want to go do.
Well, we can't. We got the kids with us.
I'm thinking we can go with them. I'll go talk to some strangers. It's fine. We're doing it on the internet right now.
All right. Okay, fine.
The Mob Museum. I want to do that too. I don't know if we're going to have time, but I really love the Mob Museum. We went, I want to say like 4 years ago, and I absolutely loved it.
So Ray saying 15 or 51. No, there's actually something called Area 15. I'm sure it's a play on the whole Area 51 thing, but this is like it's not like a shop. It's not like a mall. It's not like it's an attraction. And it's like attractions within an attraction. And that's why I'm like, because I don't even know how to, I'm going to take my camera, obviously. So once I've gone, I will be able to explain what it's all about to you. But until then, no can do. So that's going to be, let Rachel drive home.
Perfect.
I think not. Noah could get us home.
No,
Noah could, but I'm also
No.
not driving my car. Like we have this big old honking rental truck. Long story short, I rented the truck to go out to Arizona for 2 reasons. First, just wanted to not be inhibited by the amount of space that I had in my little juice box. And number 2, I'm thinking about getting a truck. So I wanted to like drive it for a little bit and figure out if I even liked it. And my car is in the shop. I thought, oh, great time. It's got to get some work done. And then this morning, I find out that they didn't do the work they told me needed to be done. So I'm like, ah! So I extended the truck for another day because I was like, okay, well, what if I return it at 4:00 instead of noon? And they said, oh, we have to charge you for a full day. Well, I said, well, then I'm going to keep it for a full day. So we have the truck through tomorrow. So there's that. All right. So is it an interaction theme park? it's
not a theme park. It's more like go do things. There's no like rides.
Yeah,
there's
no rides.
Oh,
But
no.
there's this grocery store thing. I don't even know the name of it. There's like a grocery store, but it's not really a grocery store. And it's like a scavenger hunt.
Art exhibits. Art exhibits with like a little more to do. Not just like looking, but like interacting with things. I don't know.
Well, there's like a scavenger hunt grocery store, but there's like secret compartments and hidden doors and stuff.
That's your favorite thing.
Stuff. So, yeah. So I was hoping somebody in my chat had actually been there, but you have not. So we'll all experience it together. Oh, they have the axe throwing in there. Oh, they have axe throwing.
I'm terrible at axe.
Oh, wait. I thought they said X throwing.
Oh,
axe
gosh.
throwing. Is it axe throwing at X's?
Can we their picture up
Can we
there?
put a picture up there? Like, no, that's terrible. Forgive me. Kind of. Okay, enough of that. I'm kind of waiting. Like, Noah's supposed to be popping his little head in here and
eventually
saying hello and letting you guys see that he's doing. Oh, like Meow Wolf in Santa Fe. It does say Meow Wolf on the side of the thing. So like that's part of it. It's part of it. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. I knew you guys would want to see for yourself live and in person that he made it. Here he is.
Alive.
How you feeling, Noah?
It's a bit sore.
Yeah, he's popping the Tylenols and the ibuprofens. Yeah. But to be expected, for those that don't know, he had his appendix out, or what was left of it, on Tuesday. So it's only been 3 days. But he's hoping he's up for some go-karting on Sunday.
We'll see.
Already.
We'll see.
Hopefully.
Thinking maybe not, but you never know with him.
Isn't that right, Bougie?
So yeah, so he's doing great, and we are. Oh my gosh, we're so happy it's like behind us now. No more worrying. Bye, Noah. No more worrying about the appendix flaring up again. So it was the craziest thing because he actually he was complaining of a tummy ache and it wasn't going away. So we ended up taking him to urgent care because I suspected it was his appendix. And by the time they got him into a CT scan, they said, he now has it's got a ruptured appendix and it's an emergency. And then he spent 5 days in the hospital, but they didn't take it out because I guess the new protocol is you don't take it out as long as it's not causing sepsis or doing something crazy. It kind of encapsulated itself. And they said, nope, we just it was my phone text message. And so they wait to take it out. So we waited 2 months for them to take this thing out.
It's been 2 months?
Yes.
Oh my God.
So every time he got a little twinge of a bellyache, my little panic alarm would go off.
Is that your panic alarm?
I probably should turn down my volume on my phone so that stops happening. There we go. Now it'll just buzz at me. But yeah, he's doing great. We're moving on. So I'm kind of like looking for still. There's commenting about the Area 15. Everybody said like they Googled it and says it looks awesome. I know, right? But I didn't want to go by myself, so it's perfect. It's perfect. We're gonna go check it out.
Is that what I'm here for? Just to help you go do things that you don't want to do by yourself.
Yep.
I'm used to it.
Because that's how it works. So all right. But what I really wanted to talk about today, right?
Yeah.
She's trying to teach him. Yeah. Is this whole thing with glassy babies and Goodwill and whether you're going to be able to find them or not and all of that stuff, because a lot of you went over to Jocelyn, Crazy Lamp Lady's channel and blew up her comments saying the niche lady said. And Jocelyn and I are friends, so we have discussed things, and what we have come to is that the information that I was given here on the West Coast is for my region, and the information she got was explaining that in her region they're not doing this, but really that I'm just going to show you her comments. Stand by. Let me see if I can't see past my microphone. There we go. All right, let me share my screen and show you. And here is how she's been responding on her channel. After seeing his comment so many times on my video, because it was like people were, I think she meant this comment on my video. I reached out to Goodwill. I have a good relationship with my local region. I asked how they decided which items they pull for their website, specifically if there is a special list handed down from corporate. This is what they told me. There is no directive from a corporate entity. Each region decides on their own discounts, their own merchandise, and what to pull for online. Each region trains their employees on the items to sort out. Different regions and stores might handle things a little differently. There's no blanket mandate that states a particular item will be pulled from all 3,200 stores in North America. So there's a clarification from a Goodwill regional manager. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about the Goodwill structure, because there is a lot of misinformation floating around there. There's a lot of different information floating around there. I get a lot of comments telling me Goodwill is not a nonprofit where they are, and all of that. So I thought it would be interesting. And I actually didn't know this until I looked it up this morning. But Goodwill was formed. Here, I'll show you from their little screen here. They can't see it. They can't see it. So they're going to have to.
Can't see it. You have to go to YouTube, The Niche Lady. We're live on YouTube too.
Yeah.
If you want to see what we're looking at.
Got to go over and see what we're looking at. But basically, I'll read it for you. That the History of Goodwill, it was founded in Boston by Reverend Edgar J. Helms, a Methodist minister and early social innovator. Helms created the Goodwill philosophy of not charity, but a chance. When he collected used household goods and clothing in wealthier areas of the city, then trained and hired people who were poor to mend and repair the used goods, the goods were then sold or given to the people who repaired them. Nearly 120 years later, Goodwill remains a household name and leading nonprofit provider of educational and workforce-related services. So where am I? Here I am. There we go. So yeah, I know. So that's the history of Goodwill, which I thought I never knew that, you know, he was getting those things and then teaching people to not, he wasn't just giving things to people, you know, that were poor. He was teaching them skills that could then better their lives. And that has continued. That is the mission of Goodwill, is to train and teach people skills that they can then go out and get a better job. Because obviously it's, you know, it's not a top of the line job. If you work at Goodwill, it's, you know, I'm sure they're paying like minimum wage or close to it. I mean, it is what it is. But that training, that preparedness to go out into the work world and get a better job is extremely, extremely valuable. And a lot of people think, oh, resellers are destroying it for poor people that now no longer can get anything from Goodwill. But no, actually, resellers are a major revenue stream for Goodwill, who can then continue their mission of teaching these people how to go get a job elsewhere. I mean, that's how this whole thing works. Hey, look, you're getting comments over on TikTok. Yay.
This is weird because I've never had people on my TikTok live. It's always just me talking to myself and hoping that people are listening in the abyss. So,
well, I have told my YouTube viewers that your TikTok channel is J Weezy, Weazy. And she's doing a lot more lives on TikTok, but she does not talk about reselling. So don't go there to look to not reselling.
We do talk about thrifting though. We do talk about clothes because I
We
love
do that.
clothes. But
We do that. And shopping at IKEA
and shopping at IKEA
and all this good stuff.
and shopping in general. Shopping is fun. I feel like that runs in our family. It's a pretty consistent theme.
Yeah. Mom, stop. We're trying to TikTok. Yes. So there's that. So let me go look at your comments and see if you guys had any questions about that whole little Goodwill spiel there. Goodwill, I mean, a lot of people are mad at Goodwill. A lot of people are thinking that Goodwill is greedy and they pay their CEO too much. And I see Tiffany over there too. Thrifting Vegas is over there, and I'm sure she gets the comments too. But honestly, Goodwill does a lot of work. Think about it. 3,200 stores across the country. And let's say each store, I don't even know how many people they employ. It's got to be.
Each store probably has at least 20 to 30.
Oh, more than that?
Maybe.
More than that?
I mean, if that's a small store.
We're talking open 7 days a week in hours where you would need 2 different shifts.
Sure.
I mean, that's a lot of employees.
Sure.
We're talking thousands and thousands of people are benefiting from all of these Goodwill stores being open. So let me just talk about the structure again. So you have the main entity of Goodwill, the Goodwill main corporate Goodwill. And Goodwill is a nonprofit. They are a 501c3. And so let me just talk about that for a second. Nonprofit doesn't mean a store doesn't see profits and loss in their business. Basically, what a nonprofit status means is that you don't pay tax. You don't pay federal tax on the profit of your business, and that money has to go back into supporting your mission statement. And Goodwill does do that. You are allowed to pay CEOs and supervisors and executives. That's part of the structure of running a business. I can't imagine a business that large being able to operate without a executive structure. So, and in order to attract good people to that work pool, you have to be competitive with what a CEO makes in the retail industry. Or, I mean, why would anybody take the job of managing such a huge corporate structure? So just want to get that out there. I cannot fault them. What I don't want to see is them stepping on, the little guys. I would like to see them take a little bit better care of some of the employees, but that's a whole corporate topic. But Goodwill is doing a lot of good. Don't see. Oh, Melissa's saying nobody's seeing the junk on my table on TikTok. I know, because that's kind of how this was all
don't see
set
the
up.
bird though. Can I get the bird now?
You can bring Bougie over.
Come here. Don't bite me.
But I don't think Bougie wants to come over.
You want to come over here? Yeah. No. Okay.
You got it. Okay. So you can't back off when she's giving you.
Beep, beep.
There's a whole thing. No,
Beep,
go
beep.
in, push into her chest.
She doesn't want to come over. Okay.
She says, no, not right now.
This is why I have.
And she just pooped.
Dogs. Well, the good thing you did that over there and not here.
Oh my goodness, she got upset.
Rude.
Oh, so we should talk about Savers is not a nonprofit. Savers is a for-profit retail store.
I hate Savers.
And Savers actually they've been in big trouble for this too. They use the working with nonprofit entities in order to make it seem like they are a nonprofit thrift store. But a very tiny, teensy, weensy portion goes to those nonprofits. And I know that because I was one of the nonprofit I was helping manage for my church some donating to the savers under that pretense. They pay for the goods from nonprofits. So they give 20 cents a pound for clothing and soft goods and 10 cents a pound for hard goods. So basically, this right here, they would pay without water in it. I'm trying to decide, like literally they're going to pay like
Here, does this help?
5 cents. 5 cents for this and turn around and put, a $10 or $15 price tag on it. That's how Savers operates. So I'm not a big supporter. Savers, Value Village, same entity. So the other thing that you have to remember with Goodwill, and I'm going to pull up this site here, they have their own online retail. It is Shop Goodwill.
Interesting.
You guys can all
No
shop
idea.
there, and I'm pulling up the Glassy Baby specifically because many of the regional stores are becoming wise that Glassy Baby is a thing, and you can see it. It's right here on their Shop Goodwill. Now I notice there's not a ton of them yet, which means not all the stores have caught on. But if you also want to see if you have a location somewhere near you, you can come down and see seller location under here. Here are all of the actual physical locations of the Shop Goodwill warehouses. We happen to have one right down the street here in Las Vegas, and you can do local pickup if you have one. You just have to pay the handling fee, not the shipping fee on items. But I would suspect that any of these big cities that you see on here are going to be the ones that will start catching on and grabbing things like Glassy Baby.
What is Glassy Baby?
I just showed you. I'm just kidding. I get that question a lot. So Glassy Baby, for those that don't know, let me scroll kind of through here for everybody who's looking.
Okay.
You guys can go over to shopgoodwill.com and see this yourself, but I just wanted to show you how many different locations there are. This is a growing thing. I don't fault them for doing this at all. This is just a nonprofit who is getting the most revenue that they possibly can from selling the goods that get donated. So I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with them doing this. So let me just scroll back. These are Glassy Baby. So it's a candle holder. It's glass, obviously.
Wait, is it used? Used candles?
These are used yes. So the thing is, you know how like the Starbucks mugs are like a thing and they come out with a different one with a different thing, and so they've kind of created this culture of collectors because every one of the Glassy Babies has a name and it's got a different color like thing, and they can go for like, we'll pull up an eBay result, but they are marked on the bottom. Let's see if one of these shows. Yes, here you go. That is the Glassy Baby stamp on the bottom of these candle holders. So they're very easy to identify, which is bad. It's good and bad. It is, hold on, let me bring us back up on. It's bad because it's easy to identify and anybody can identify it by looking at that name on there. And this happens a lot with different, we talked about this last week on my Monday. Actually, that was this week on my Monday show. I forgot that it's Friday. And it has to do with something that's easy to recognize from somebody just telling you, hey, be on the lookout for this when it comes in. We're pulling those and putting those online. So they're going to pull those and put them online versus something that you kind of have to learn what it is. Like, you probably know what this water bottle is just by looking at, like, because you know, right? Work with me on this.
Yeah, it's my water bottle.
Yeah. I mean, because water bottles have like a thing. I don't know one from another, but
excuse me, this is a Simply Modern water bottle, and it's the best water bottle you ever have.
there you go. See, you know, but see, me as somebody who doesn't deal with water bottles, like, unless you told me that's what that little thing meant, I would have like no idea and all of that. So it's learning. And this is why this is the whole thing behind niche. Niche makes it easier for you to learn those things that you can then kind of have an edge on the average reseller out there, because you've learned a thing or two about a thing or two. And now you can pick things that other people aren't picking, and Goodwill isn't grabbing and putting, onto their online auctions and such. So
do you think the people that work at Goodwill watch your videos? If you're here, you have to tell us.
I actually know for a fact many of them do, because we talk when I go to check out and such. In fact, it was really cute. It's like, there was one particular, I still don't know if she wants me to like call her by name. I don't know. I'll never call anybody out unless you just flat out give me permission to say it. But so I was checking out at one of the stores, and she looked up and she saw it was me, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm here while you're shopping." And she said, she's like telling me, she goes, "My supervisor watches you too." So yes, they watch. And again, I get a lot of hateful comments about the fact that I'm giving away super secret information, and oh my gosh, shut up, because it's making it harder to find things. But picking has been going on since probably the beginning of any kind of venue where you could go find something and then turn around and resell it somehow. So it's nothing new. It's the YouTube bringing it out there is fairly new, but it's not a secret. It's thrift stores, especially savvy ones, know that resellers are their market. Like, they know. I just got done talking with my friend who manages the Dog Junkies thrift store. And she says, 25% of my business is resellers. And she's proud of that, because that means she's pricing it to sell. It's moving. She says, if I wasn't doing that, only about 10% maybe would be resellers. It would be a much lower number. And she's very accurate in that. But she embraces that and knows that she is like one small store in a location that is not going to have the market of, say, like me, who sells on eBay and can put it out there to millions of people around the world. It's a completely different market, and you have to know how to price for your market.
I think.
Oh, how much?
Can I not?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So, like, looking at all the things that Goodwill has on their online store, none of those are the immediate need household goods that you would go if you're, struggling and you need, a donation, you have to buy something used. Like, all of this is just the extra surplus cool things. And it makes sense to me that they're selling these things online so that they can source a little bit more money for them, so that they can then use those to further their mission to spread awareness, open more stores, give more people jobs. Like, that all makes sense to me. And I think there's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes for most people that haven't worked at large organizations before, that, there's so many things happening that you're not seeing on a daily basis, decisions and campaigns, trying to get into new markets, trying to understand, research and DE&I and all those things that cost a lot of money. So I think this is a really smart move by Goodwill to help further their mission.
Yeah.
Your bird bit me.
Yes, because you pushed her to do something she wasn't
my
ready
fault?
to do. Yeah. Kind of is.
Rude. Rude bird. She said, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's very accurate. And, it's the things that I have learned in being a reseller, and my reselling goes far back before eBay. I always said eBay was made for me. It made my reselling life so much easier back even in the days when selling on eBay was like, you had to take pictures on real, like, film you developed, like you had to send it in. It took 3 days.
What's that?
Right. And then you had to scan those pictures into your computer. Then you had to like get paid with, I mean, it wasn't easy compared to what we have today. But it was easier than setting up at, a 1-day antique show or doing a yard sale or all that stuff. So I've been doing this a really long time. And the one thing I can tell you, and not just from my own experience, but from those I have like coached and helped and mentored and teached through the years, is the people that get very, very frustrated and angry and upset in this business are those who really don't want any change. They want to figure something out and have it be a thing for a very long time. And business is an ever-changing, evolving, you have to be flexible thing. You have to learn, there's trends. You can look at your history or the history of others, and you can learn things from that data, but always know going forward, as things change in the world and around you, the selling behaviors are going to change. Actually, the buying behaviors are going to change. The things that people buy are going to change. And the successful sellers are those that are not only paying attention to that, but willing to flex and change and grow and go with it. If you are stuck in it being a frustration, you're going to be stuck in your income. So I just want to put that out there. We got to go with it. I had a really good mentor who told me, you know what, if when you're like have a situation, no matter like in life, in your business, whatever, and you just want to like blow up about it or cry or be angry, like give yourself 5 minutes, go all in without emotion for 5 minutes, and then move on, let it go. I see this a lot in my Facebook group, the Niche to Profit Facebook group. People get really, really upset if somebody gives them a neutral or a negative feedback or accuses them of selling a fraudulent item. It's like, it's business, not personal. But if you need to vent, you need to do that, do it for like 5 minutes and then just solve the problem and move on and make more sales, right?
Buy more things.
And buy more things.
I don't make sales. I guess I sell my freelance stuff, but I don't make, it's not the same.
I know, I'm kind of like, yeah, the whole thing is up there, guys. I got the whole thing up there. I'm sitting in front of it today. She's here. All right. So some of you were like asking, what does Glassy Baby go for on eBay? Well, let me show you. These are sold. I've sorted by highest first. What? Hello. Yeah. Why do you think we're all out there looking for them?
Okay.
This is why we are all out looking for the Holy Grail of finding things.
Who makes this? Who started this? Where did this come from?
Glassy Baby. They're out of California. I know that much.
Of course. What part of California? Northern or southern? Because that's a big differentiation.
And who knows the without me looking it up, who knows kind of like the foundation. I believe are they out of business or are they still making these candles? I mean, these are the retired ones. These are not the ones, even if they are in business.
Obviously.
That's the thing, is they make it for a very limited time. And then it's out there in limited quantity. And this is why people go absolutely bonkers for these things. But yeah.
Demand. I get it, but I don't understand it. Like, I do understand the concept of it and the psychological purpose and all of the, but I don't understand it.
Yeah. I don't either. I don't get it, but I'm not going to question it because there you go. But this is the reason that everybody's looking for Glassy Baby.
Understand.
That's cool. Now you know why.
Now I know.
Because if it does slip onto a Goodwill shelf, they're going to price it like pretty glass at $2.99, $3.99, maybe $4.99, you know, and then you can turn around and sell it. Not everyone sells for hundreds. You have to do your research. You have to learn. They have special colors and special names.
This kind of makes sense why some of those like used candles are priced higher. Like someone like heard through the grapevine, it's like a theme of telephone. They're like, oh, this used candle brand. Oh, I must price that higher because it might be this. Makes so much more sense now why we see those weird Goodwill prices.
Well, yeah. And it's not just reseller YouTube. It is gamer YouTubers. And I don't know, there's about every category of big YouTube thing out there. And if those like celebrity YouTubers wear a certain brand or use a certain water bottle or say a certain thing is cool, that starts this whole, like you say, like the telephone, the chain, the people that actively viewed it want it, start talking about it. And then this person talks about it and talks about it and talks. And then all of a sudden everybody's looking for it, and it's supply and demand.
Are you explaining to me influencer marketing? Because
Well, it's mostly for them, not for you. I'm just talking to you. Okay.
that's
Smarty.
fine. That's fine.
But it's really, I tell you guys all the time, it's supply and demand, supply and demand. So you can have 100 of this item out there, but the demand is only, like 50 people want it. Price is going to stay pretty, consistent. All of a sudden, there's 100 of them out there, and you've got this whole new group of people. Now you've got 300 people want this thing. Guess what happens to the price? Boom, it raises it up. And that's how it works on this stuff, you guys. Oh, they're saying you're beautiful. But she is a wannabe model.
Oh, yeah. Only a wannabe model. My favorite thing, this is my hobby, because I was trying to figure this out the other day. I don't have a real hobby. Replying to mean comments on my TikToks is my hobby. That is where I find the most joy out of. It is entertaining. It is fun watching these people just get riled up about absolutely nothing. And I'm just sitting here thinking of like, oh, what can I say next that's snarky? And they're just going to go berserk because I don't actually respond to their comment. Like, you cannot shame me. You cannot make me feel bad. You cannot make me angry. You cannot tell me what I'm doing isn't valid, because I don't care. And people try to do it all the time. And it is just, when I find them, thank you.
Yeah, so those mean comments, like I did a whole show like on mean comments. It's like she gets them too over on TikTok. She got called a wannabe model. It's like, people. Anyway, we don't want to give that person any attention. So I just couldn't resist. I love the word snarky too.
Snarky.
I love that word too. Yeah. All right. So are we cleared up now about the whole glassy baby thing? Like, I made the comment that you probably are not going to find these on the shelf anymore because Goodwill is pulling them.
They're not clear. They're rainbow. We just went over that.
What? Huh? What?
You said, are we cleared up? They're not clear.
Oh,
They're colored.
They're colored. Okay. Okay. Yes. So I just want, when I'm speaking, when I'm making my videos, it's from my perspective and it's from my regional experience. And sometimes I forget that something like that can be taken, like, because it is a very accurate statement for me to say that they are being told to pull them here in the Las Vegas area where we have 13 Goodwills. So, and I may have made an assumption that, oh, well, if they're pulling them here, they're pulling them everywhere. So I'm glad that we've got it cleared up that you may still have a chance to find one of these at your Goodwill in the wild. So don't give up looking for them, because, and even though, here's the thing I also know from running a thrift store is you can tell the people who are sorting all the list of things that you want, but they don't catch it all. They don't. Stuff comes through because the massive amount of stuff coming in is overwhelming. Like, it gets missed, you guys. It gets missed. So I don't want you guys to lose hope that you can find one of these in the wild, but I just want you to set realistic expectations too. If your store is one that happens to be putting them onto shopgoodwill.com, then you're going to have a very lower chance of finding them. But check the stores that are not Goodwill. Find your little independent thrift stores. Is Salvation Army selling stuff online now? I don't even know. If they are or not. But, Salvation Army might be a better place for one of these to sneak through. But obviously, as the word gets out that a glassy baby is a big thing, then of course the thrift stores are going to be looking for it to make as much money for their nonprofits as they possibly can, as they should. That is their fiduciary duty, is to make money for their nonprofit, not to put underpriced stuff out there for resellers. And also, even if it gets out there, and let's say they put one out there with a $50 price tag because they say, oh, this is a good item, you might want to like check comps, because what if it ends up being one of those $500 to $1,000 ones? So there we go. Yeah. Thrift store, like even the little one that I worked at had, actually I've worked at two in my life that had overwhelming piles. We called it the mountain. It's always the mountain that you had to, and these were like little independent stores. Can you imagine what a Goodwill gets? I mean, that's why so much stuff ends up at the bins, like even unsorted, because they just can't go through it all. Sometimes they just have to say, just send that pallet to the clearance. Yep. All right. Questions, guys. She's so dry. It is dry. It's very dry.
It's so dry.
I'm used to it, but she is not.
I'm not used to it.
Oh, I know. Something else I have to not forget to do. Everybody always says, I want to see Rachel's art. I want to see Rachel's art. I've got some examples of Rachel's art sitting here with me. This is one that she painted for me. Carrie brought her these awesome flat rocks, and Rachel painted this little guy for me.
Don't forget to show TikTok.
Out of, here, TikTok. Here's the little, and so your TikTok people know I am I'm a tortoise fanatic.
Crazy woman.
And so everybody knows a tortoise is a turtle, but not every turtle is a tortoise. There we go. So yeah, this is some of Rachel's art here. Isn't it cute? So there's that, but she also does, regular paintings. There we go. TikTok. You can see this is Peanut. And those that know Peanut know this is a very accurate depiction of Peanut. And then this is her bird Scoop.
This way.
Her little lovebird Scoopy. So yeah. And she does do commissioned work. She's working on 2 right now. Melissa, she's got yours like all like sketched out and work. That's what she does first. She has to sketch it all out first and then she'll paint it. But yours is in the process. And then I don't know if Christy's here. Christy, you're right behind her on that one. So she does.
How old is she now?
Rachel?
Yeah.
14. Oh my gosh. Almost 15.
I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
We can all just stop. It'd be great.
Yeah. Stop growing up. Yeah, she actually is a very, very talented artist. Like it's her passion. She loves art so much. She loves painting her animals. Like that's her big thing. Yep. So we've got about 15 minutes. I'm just going to like open it in a free for all questions. Throw them at us. What do you want to know from a millennial? Probably.
Hey.
What?
What do you mean what you want to know from a millennial?
What? Your perspective is very, very important in our buying world today because your generation has taken over the baby boomer spot as far as the consumer industry, which
a little bit.
You should already know this. So she's going to come back on Monday for my live on Monday, which is my normal chat. This is normally a live sales spot, but we weren't because we want to go play. We're going to go have some fun today and play.
Why does she hide behind the chicken? Because Rachel is the chicken.
She's
also 14. Like
she's
not an on-camera kind of person. Like it took me a really long time. It took me until I was 25 to want to be in front of a camera and be comfortable with it. So
hold on, I just saw a really cool comment. This is not the first time I've seen this comment.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
With or without the makeup. I don't think I actually know what Lady Gaga looks like in like regular everyday. I only see
She's
her
beautiful.
in like her elaborate.
She's beautiful. Yes. Let's see. What does it say? Do you feel guilty sometimes when you pass up on an item and you go home and research it and find out the value of it? I don't feel guilty. I never feel guilty about a buying decision. Because again, it goes back to this is a business. So there are learning opportunities. and there are events. I have worked really hard to remove emotion out of. Obviously, I'm an emotional buyer. I'm trying to like figure out how to like do this, because no, emotion's a big part of buying. But as far as feeling bad or beating myself up because I didn't get something, I do the research and I go, oh, cool. Next time I see that, I'll be sure and grab it. So it's a learning experience, not guilt. Now, the thing I have done, I haven't done this for Goodwill, but I do this for dog junkies and independent stores. If I purchase something and I end up selling it for a lot of money, I will go back and pay them more money than I did for the item, because I know how they are working to support. And
that's the really good point of like self-love and care that you were talking about, is stop harping on yourself for things you don't know or you're unable to do. Like, turn it into something positive. Like, don't beat yourself up over something that you have no control over.
I call it stop shoulding on yourself. Yeah, that's what we call it.
Okay.
You know, I should have done this, or I should do that, or I should. I'm clarifying for them.
See, my phrase is turn wise to wise.
Oh.
So why did I do that? Turn it to wise. Now I know.
There you go. There you go.
Why does everything we do end up with weird sayings and acronyms?
Because that's how you remember things.
We don't need to talk about how old I am. It's fine. Nothing's happening. We're just going to pretend that millennials are going to stay in their 20s for the rest of their life, and we don't need to have any other discussion about it.
I'm 55 and I'm her mother. So we'll just.
You had a baby at 45, so like it's fine. That's all you need to know.
Okay, yeah, okay. Whatever you say. What type of horseback riding do you do? It's Rachel's the horseback rider.
Hey, I was a horseback rider before Rachel was born. Okay?
Rachel wants to do dressage, so she's trying to learn English. But she does ride in a Western saddle sometimes, because that's just what her trainer wants her to do. I'm trying to catch the questions. If you can type your questions like in all caps for me. I know I normally don't ask that of the chat, but there's a lot of comments.
You want them to yell
because we have almost 900 people watching, which is like awesome. Thank you everyone for hanging out with us today. She says, look at the movie A Star is Born to see
I have seen that.
A natural Gaga.
Yeah. Okay, I will go look at the poster again to see her.
Yeah. Are Goodwill and Big Lots owned by the same company?
I don't know.
I hadn't heard that. So, okay, we could talk a minute about stores like Big Lots and Tuesday Morning and Ross and Home Goods and TJ Maxx. And oh gosh, there's probably more that I'm missing. Those are liquidation stores. Those are stores that purchase the goods from, for like, what do you call it? The
trampoline.
The first stop retail. Like, I can't think of the name of it.
Warehouse,
you know,
outlet.
like Target and Walmart and these places that they can't keep stock forever. They give it a certain time period to sell. If they over purchased and they didn't sell out, now they need to get rid of this stuff. They liquidate it. It goes to those stores like Home Goods and TJ Maxx and Big Lots. And that's where they get their merchandise, is from the I can't think of the name of it. The other retail stores that are not selling it at a discount. There. I hope that made sense. Which is why you can also source from those stores many times, find things that are no longer available in the big box stores, in the first-hand retail stores, because they're gone. They got rid of it. And people will pay for that stuff. They'll pay more than you will pay for it at the liquidation store. Whew, I think I explained that. I'm looking through to see. Rachel did get her hair cut Yeah, she did. She briefly appeared in last Tuesday's video. Was it Tuesday? The one where I said it's my last chance to shop. Rachel was in there very briefly. I don't know if Rachel's watching. She's probably going to come in and be mad at me now. Is uranium glass popular? Oh, goodness. Yeah, there's a big trend on uranium glass right now. Is that like a thing, like in your...
I don't know if it's a thing.
I would go get the bird, but I can't get out of here.
I don't...
Now go try. She's not in the same place she was.
She don't bite me. I already have my finger bitten. It's swollen. Look at that. Look at that.
Well, let me out then. Here.
Okay.
I'll get out. Okay, you answer the question about uranium glass in your generation.
I like uranium glass because it's green and it's bright and it's vibrant, and I use it for decor. I don't know about other people who didn't grow up in a background of vintage, but I do know that more unique pieces and art styles are a lot more popular. So it's either super minimalist and like black, white, and nude tones, or super colorful and bright and unique. Is she gonna bite my ear? Do not bite me.
Oh, you have an earring on. This could be bad. This could be bad.
Okay.
Rude. She wants her pistachio.
Rude bird.
Do you want this? Yes?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys heard that. Was her saying yes?
I will spend like, I don't know.
Ow!
5 minutes just like sitting at the bird going, yeah. I'm a crazy person.
Hey, why so bitey today?
Right? It's not just me. That was rude.
Yeah, you must be a girl. I'm just saying.
Also rude.
Come on, we have our moods. All right, now I can't follow the. Can you scroll down?
Oh,
and see
sorry.
What
Okay.
chat's saying there as I try to squeeze back in here.
Is it speed round? How is Noah? Noah is good.
See where it says new comments? You're gonna have to get all the way down
All the way
there.
down there. Okay.
Okay, I can't.
Do you want me to do this? Question: did Noah finish decorating his room? No, he is not. I was supposed to help him, but also I cannot hang pictures.
Turn around. You want this?
No.
Want this?
How is Noah feeling? Noah is feeling better. He's a little sore.
Yes.
It's going to take a few more days for him to recover, but we're on the path upwards.
Yes.
What am I currently collecting, and what are my friends collecting? Nothing, because we're poor. Money is what I'm collecting to save up for a house. I do collect Starbucks mugs, and what else do I collect? What do I collect?
I don't know what you collect.
I like vintage books
Mushrooms?
a lot. Mushrooms. I do like mushrooms. Mushrooms are a really big thing right now in a lot of communities. Cottagecore, still a thing. So like collecting a specific item, modern or vintage. I'm not particular to whether it's modern or vintage. I just like the look of it. A lot of modern things are built cheaper, and the things that are modern that look vintage aren't authentic. I don't really like them. They don't look that great. So a lot of modern stuff is kind of bad.
I want to address this question here. Dorinda's asking, should someone do eBay School before starting? So there is a thing called eBay School, and there's a lot of information in eBay School, and it is free. I will give you that. It does come from eBay itself, so I'm not going to say anything bad about eBay School, but that is a place for like a self-starter. Like if you don't need any interaction going forward, after just seeing like a tutorial, then eBay School is great. I find that there are so many interactive places that you can get help and information on top of, kind of watching videos and things, like my Niche to Profit Facebook group, which is also free. We don't just give you answers to things. We work very hard to help you learn the means to get those answers on your own. I've also put together a proven eBay course with my friend Jeffrey Clark, where we go into all the basics, the step-by-step stuff, but then we take it further than eBay School does in how to actually build a business out of this and marketing and when to know when to hire and things that eBay School doesn't go into. So there is that, but honestly, don't spend a lot of money getting started on eBay. I tell people just dive in, like literally just dive in. You want to do best practices. You want to be familiar with how to sell something and get something shipped. But you will learn as you go. So don't let this idea that you need to know it all before you get started stop you from getting started. There's so much help out there, and there's so many places to get answers to your questions that I say, just go for it. All right, let's see. Kristen, no, I don't think I saw your comment. Yeah, I am behind on everything. As I said at the beginning of this video, Carrie left me for a week. Can you believe that? Like, I just can't even believe she did that. So I have not had Carrie this week, who helps me keep up on messages and emails and comments and all of that stuff. So, and then on top of her being here this week and trying to be able to have time to go do stuff, I have not been at my computer as much as I normally am. So I will see that though. We have Bougie, the Quaker parrot.
Bird.
You're being rude today. We have Bougie. We have a cockatiel. No, you want to go? You want to go to her?
You just want to bite me.
She wants your jewelry now. She loves jewelry. What are you doing?
Being
You
rude.
little weirdo.
Look at this. Look at this.
I know, she's a little manic today. We have 2 lovebirds. We have 1 cockatiel, and we have 10 parakeets. I had to do a head count.
Is milk glass popular? Yes. I've always loved it.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Now, again, though, here's the supply demand thing. Is that causing prices to go up? Reason being, there is so much of it out there. It is literally everywhere. Right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have no more pistachio, though, to reward you. You just took a bird. Okay. Is there a big demand for shortbread pans? So again, it's really, you guys, you can answer that question yourself by going over and searching on eBay. Search active listings, search sold listings. You can see kind of a sell-through rate. You know, how many are actively listed versus how many are sold. And that's like a 90-day period. And that's going to show you supply demand on any given item. Noah is doing great. He was here a little earlier. So if you, after we're done here, if you go watch the replay, you'll see Noah came on and was saying hi. Okay. We are so behind. Do you ever buy furniture? Yeah. I have no place to store furniture right now is the problem. Furniture can be super lucrative. I love selling furniture, but you have to have some place to store it until it sells. So I'm working on that. I'm working on it. And you can sell furniture on eBay. You absolutely can sell furniture on eBay. You're being a silly bird. Yeah, Bushi might be a little jealous of Jordan today. What are you doing?
Eating my pants.
Why are you doing that?
They're great pants.
Oh, let me get down here. Everybody ready to get your taxes filed?
No.
Come on, why not? Oh, thank you, Bree, for posting the link to the Facebook group. I appreciate that. Now you have to answer a few questions to get into the Facebook group. Don't just go over there and not at least agree to the group rules. And then we do have rules. So again, and that goes to helping you learn how to sell versus just giving you answers. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's starting to talk. I love it. Vintage made items are better made than new items.
Yeah.
Can be. Yep, for sure. Oh boy. What is the advantage of eBay versus Etsy? I don't know that it's so much advantage. It's what do you sell and is your customer there? Your customer might be more over on Etsy than they are on eBay. It's a matter of getting a feel for the market. I cross-post the same things on both sites because it's a different customer base. So if you do a lot of crafty things, a lot of homemade goods, I'm going to definitely tell you Etsy is more your market. eBay's got bigger numbers of people, but not necessarily are those numbers for the thing that you sell. So you have to test those markets. eBay is a huge selling venue. I mean, you can't deny the reach that eBay has. It's a household name. So I would say for most things, try eBay, but Etsy might be a better fit. When am I coming back to Florida? I hope this summer. Well, maybe not summer. I don't want to come during your rainy season. I want to come in your good weather season, but I definitely want to get back to Florida. Definitely want to get back. How many pets do we have?
Too many.
Do we have to count the fish?
Yes.
We don't have to count the fish, do we? We have however many birds I just said, 5 tortoises, 5 guinea pigs, and 2 dogs. And then the fish. I am settled in my new house. I am.
What eyebrow products do I use?
Mhm.
I don't use any.
No. We have like the eyebrows from hell. So it's a lot of just keeping them
Trimmed,
plucked and tweezed and shaped. Yeah. Been blessed that way, I guess. What? Goodness. All right. This is my plan that I'm trying to make happen with everything else that's going on. I'm trying to get an RV that I can travel across, work out of, so I can still keep uploading video as I go. I want to hire somebody else to do the driving so I can work while they drive. And that is my plan, is to go to like hit one of like the world's longest yard sale, or go to what's the big antique show out there in Boston? I can't think of the name of it now. But also to visit my friend Kevin Bruno, who opened his own auction house. Kevin is very interesting because he had a $5 million a year business on eBay alone. And I actually worked with Kevin and advised him, like, sorry, eBay. I said, why are you giving eBay all that commission? Like, you've built your following, take it and run with it. And he did in a big way. So I would love to go see his auction house. Brimfield. That's it. Brimfield. I really want to go to Brimfield. Yes. Yeah. Also on my bucket list is going shopping with George the Antique Nomad. That is on my bucket list because the man is a walking encyclopedia. It's just amazing just to go watch his videos. Like, he can just tell you everything about everything. He's amazing. So I highly recommend too with George, if you really have an item you think is valuable, worth something you're not sure, he has services, like he will help you with that. And there is nobody I trust more than George to give you accurate information. There is a person who does that. I'm not going to say their name. They have a YouTube channel, and they're a very produced YouTube channel, and they push their services over quality of information.
Who told me?
Yes, she did.
Like, what?
All right, now you got to go rescue her.
Come on.
So yeah, so if you need help with an appraisal or research in that, please go to George the Antique Nomad. He's like the first, most honest, most knowledgeable person I know for that sort of thing. And I'll just leave it at that. I'll leave it at that.
You can't come up here.
All
You're
right.
gonna bite me.
So you guys, thank you for hanging out today. Thank you, TikTokers. Hey, I have a TikTok too if you want to see all the animals. It's the Daniac is my tiki-taki.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
She wants your earring.
Get out of here. Mine.
Earrings are
Not.
fun. All right, everyone. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. You come join me again on Monday at 1 p.m. We'll pick up the conversation.
Questions.
Come with your questions about
Birds.
the millennial market. This is really a great opportunity. Yeah, that's probably just hurt everybody's ears there. It's a great opportunity to talk to somebody who she decorates her home. She buys her clothing. She does all of this stuff. She thrifts, pick her brain. Come pick Jordan's brain on Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific time. We will I do not sell the birds. All but Bougie are rescues.
Where?
We just rescue. Yeah. All right, guys. So with that, have a fantastic weekend and go be profitable and make it fun. We'll see you on the next one.
Get out of here.